Alright, today we're casting a Mongol versus French game I just played. I'm the Mongol. Alright. Maybe I should use the free camera. Why not? Speed up! Free camera. Give me the free camera. Here I am. Alright, so my plan was to tower rush him. His scout got a little bit too close. Garrison my villagers, knocked that down. Took 2 sheep out of him. It's not too much. Nothing too crazy there. He has a very nice pocket base, kind of very hidden. Very nice spawn for him. Alright, let's go. Let's tower rush this guy. And I was scouting, finding out a location to build a tower. So I was harassing his gold. He's getting my sheep, and that was a distraction because I sent villagers to the other side to build a tower to harass his tree line. So that was my plan. I'm just holding position with that guy there, my Khan. Send 2 villagers over here, getting closer and closer to this tree line. I think he realized that as well in a moment. Okay, he didn't actually. Okay, now he realized it. So he rotated to another location, building a tower first. That's a good move. So that denies my further tower. Like I couldn't just creep into his root line again. Maybe I should rotate all the way to this location. I could deny his food. Yeah, that's something I should have done probably, but instead I was stuck here. Instead I rotated to the back of that tree line. Yeah, I didn't expect him to get the deer. I don't think I scouted the deer harvesting at the moment, so yeah, that was bad play by me. I sniped 1 villagers over there. A lot of tower up, and the next tower will be next to the gold, so I can deny his gold. So yeah, I think he barely squeezed out the 1 knight, right? Yeah, there you go. Barely built 1 knight. Killed maybe 2 or 3 villagers here. That's pretty terrible for me. I didn't put my spearmen in position. I wasn't protecting them. So yeah, lost the villagers for free. Although he lost his knight, but still, I didn't have to lose that those villagers. Could have just placed this spearman in position in advance. So here I send my villagers back. What I could have done was to rotate this way. I didn't think that way. Like, did I have vision? I don't think I had a vision of that place. Like, yeah, I didn't even know that he was getting the deer over here. Yeah, I totally, yeah, tunnel vision a little bit. I thought, okay, we're done here. We have towers all around his base. We're gonna just go back and macro. But what I should have done was to continue to creep in from this angle. And he's getting this gold as well. I realized this much later in the game, so it was terrible by me. It's very rich gold. So yeah, he got a lot of money out of this. And this spawn is funny. Like, the spawn is supposed to be on this side of the mountain, but somehow it is inside. Yeah. So he took all the time to figure out where to get the gold and everything. Eventually he managed to age up, even though it's a little bit later than me. But it's no big deal. Alright. So yeah, I was aging up first, but his archers have been super annoying here. Threw me off a little bit because I didn't have any archer nor horsemen. Couldn't really counter his archers. I was losing villagers left and right. It's pretty sad here. When he sacrificed a few archers for the villagers, it's totally worth it. Good trade by him. And also delayed my age up. Because of that, I was building the landmark here, then I have to move it over here He delayed a lot of stuff. So well played by him. Little harass run by with archers. Took the risk. Imagine if I had built horsemen earlier, could have shut it down so much faster. Yeah, there are so many moves I could have done that just make the game completely go our ways, but I just didn't know. I don't have the game knowledge. Never played Mongols versus French. And his harass continues. We still have a lot of spearmen. Means this is denied. Like I couldn't really build stuff over there because every time I build a tower, he's gonna just poke and deny our gold mining. So yeah. So our plan was to move all the way to this side to find gold, and I know for sure that there's gold, but I didn't know that gold is so far. Like it's on his side. Like all the gold are on his side. This is a little bit unfair, right? Look, he has this gold, this gold, this gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he had 5 gold. I have 1, 2, 3. Kind of arguably debatable. Like whose gold is this? This is in the middle. This is also in the middle, but his base is over there. So yeah, the map spawn is pretty good for him. But still, you know, he didn't play really well. Let's see, he's ramming down that tower. Is good play. We're both in Council Age, and now he can build power units. Let's speed up a little bit. I was planning to do a little bit of run by with the knights and the horsemen. Couldn't afford to build knights, full knights, because as you have seen, I had to move my landmark all the way there to get gold. So I didn't have any gold income up until now. Look at this, I couldn't get any gold. I had gold in the middle of the map. That's it. So yeah, I didn't have enough gold. Had to build horsemen to harass instead of knights. And I saw a lot of spearmen. Okay. Speed up a little bit. This army can pretty easily defeat my army, I think. Right, he's doing a little push here. Yeah, that's too many spearmen for me to deal with. And I was rallying units over here still. And the game, I didn't tell you, the game is super laggy the entire time, the entire game, for some reason. I have no idea. Sometimes the game is playable, sometimes it's just super laggy. Basically what I could do was just A move and just wait to see what happens, because I don't get instant update of what's going on, and sometimes the units take my command after a few seconds. So luckily we built enough men and armor, drove him back because his core unit was just archer and spearmen. So we managed to do that. If we push right now, maybe we could have won, you know? Maybe, yeah. So we have a lot of men and armor. We could have dealt a lot of damage here. I think maybe instead of building knights, I should have just spammed men at arm because they're cheap. But I had a very low food production. I guess I'm not very used to Mongol food. I was struggling to get food because it's so confusing. And this as well, this is a sign of the lag. I moved this over here and then command the workers to go there, but it just froze. Like I had to wait like 5 seconds to see them moving. So the entire game was a struggle against the lagginess. I don't know if it's the internet or something. Anyways, and the game drags on a little bit longer. Wow, look at this setup, beautiful. This is not a wall, by the way. He didn't wall it completely. So yeah, he's setting up his macro very nicely. I think he's very ahead at this point. 61 workers for me, 100 workers for him. Look at that. I had no chance the entire game. Just no chance there, unfortunately. Mongols eco is just very confusing to manage for me. So what I did was to try to push him with a mangonel, and little did I know that he had keeps everywhere. He built keep over here, and he had he literally built keeping his space, and he also had a red palace in front. And he did this little run by. He discovered my gold over here. So yeah, I was pretty dead since the mid game. There's really not much to watch from this point. I'm so dead. He can play whatever and still win. It doesn't matter. He can do whatever he wants. I have no economy, sadly. Oh, at 58, we're losing workers obviously because of this. So we have a half of his worker count or even less. Terrible. Oh, he didn't try to snipe this landmark. Oh, I would. If I were him, I would snipe. Maybe he didn't see it. Yeah, it's kind of blends into the environment. He should have sniped that landmark. I would have very low gold income then. Not that I have any chance anyway. So here I was trying to attack, and because first I was going all the way here to try to find his force, but then he showed up over here, so I kind of like all my units were lagged behind. That was a little bit unfortunate. And my Mangonels are super slow as well, because the Mangonel went all the way over here and then it went back this way, unfortunately. And this fight was also super laggy. Basically, I couldn't micro anything. I just A moved here, select all units and A moved. I didn't do anything because I couldn't. I think I targeted the Mangonel a little bit when I managed to find the Mangonel. That's it. And I drove him back just because he didn't build enough military units. That's it. But look at this. He has a red palace over here. Means I couldn't push to this side. He's creeping and he's building his stuff in towards my base. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like a Zerg player putting creep in front of your base. That's what it feels like. Feels bad, man. Alright, he has pretty good eco. All he needs to do is to print units. I don't think he has enough unit production. Yeah, he doesn't have enough unit production. Now he's amassing knights. So I think this guy plays pretty solid. Macro game. You know, you got 120 workers, 112 workers. Pretty good. The only thing is that he doesn't build enough production facility. That's his only weakness I see from this game. Look at the economy. It's fantastic economy. He had the relic in his monastery. He had a lot of keeps. Very all-around nice build. Good job. And I was desperate at the last push. Pushing in from this side, like between the keeps. It's kind of undefended in the middle. I thought maybe if I just stay camped, if I just camped on top of his production, maybe we could have won. But no, we just lost it. We couldn't build enough units. Look at his. Oh my god, what's happening? He's banking so much resources as well. He's not spending his resource. I don't know what he was doing here. He was not spending his resource properly. He should be maxed at this time. He had a crazy good eco compared to mine. He's taking the fights but not trading very efficiently, I guess. And his production is just super slow. Look at this. Banking up so much wood. He's not building more barracks. He could spam like 20 barracks, 20 archery ranges. But either way, I was super dead. I guess he was just chilling. Or the villagers. The villager. He has random villagers idling all over the map. Oh well. Okay, I had Mangonel of my own, but did it matter? No, it did not. Got wrecked immediately. But he had a great upgrade as well. Either way, that's the game. GG was called. There was no hope in this game. I was so behind since the mid game. I couldn't harass because my gold was all the way over there. Didn't have knights, couldn't do damage. Didn't think to check this spot, didn't think to check this spot in early game. So let me get away with a lot of stuff. And then, yeah, we lost that one. GG.